Hello, everybody. It's James, and this is the Rocket Man Power Show. Um, this is kind of on music today, and kind of more of my behind the scenes part of my music a little bit, as opposed to my jamming James, which is sort of like more of a musical performance. Anyway, it's on a guitar. This guitar in the corner here is fairly new. Somebody, while I was out busking on the street, a fan told me of it and said that he was kind of cleaning out his apartment house or whatever and was looking for a home for it and was going to give it away, throw it away if I didn't take it. So I took it. I'll show it to you. I kind of fell in love with this. I didn't even want it at first, but then I just couldn't refuse it because it was going to get thrown in the trash if I didn't take it. So I took it, and then once I got it in my hands, then it was very, very dirty, and I spent quite a while just really cleaning it, and I ended up using like a little hand soap liquid concoction, mostly water, on a paper towel, and I wiped the paper towel onto it and slowly got the dirt off. There's still some on it. It's really still kind of a bit grimy, but it's getting better. It's a Franciscan. It's called a Franciscan. You can see it maybe right even in the thing there, Franciscan, and so on. And I looked it up on the internet, and I think that it's maybe not a real expensive guitar. The only thing going for it is it's maybe kind of one of the very older ones, and it has like so it's probably spruce. It has like a solid spruce soundboard, and it possibly has solid wood all over, but I'm not sure that it may. There's kind of some damage to it here, and I'm not quite sure if that's plywood or if it's cross grain from binding. Anyway, it has two strings on it. I didn't even think to tune it up because I wasn't going to play it. I've been tuning it up and just playing. You could almost do painted play. You got the idea there. Anyway, it wasn't even tuned, and somehow I got painted black by the Rolling Stones in my head. So that's what that was. Anyway, it came with tuners, and it was kind of coincidental that StuMac, the online parts store, had these on sale for $15 for the. For all six of them. They're basically in kind of two groups, kind of two blocks or whatever you call it. And this was the old one, and you'll notice that it was missing a tuner on it. And both of the ones that have finger knobs would not turn. They were just really rusty, and somehow the guitar must have been like sitting. He said it was in a basement for a long time, and it must have been like sitting down like this, and water must have been dripping on the lower one because the upper one is okay. I'm not even going to change it. So you can see these are the original ones. There's no string on this one, so you can kind of see that. Those are the original ones right here. They're kind of a little loose, but I'm not planning to change it because I'm worried about, stripping out a screw hole or something like that. I had no choice. I mean, there's no way that I ever play it with what it had, and so I had to drill out the middle holes here. The middle holes just totally didn't align, and so I took a drill bit and I twisted it with my hand. It spent like an hour each hole just doing it by hand until it was deep enough that I thought I was ready to screw it in, and I followed their soap method and put soap all over, bar soap all over the threads, and then I carefully threaded them in, kind of going, I kind of like twisted it in, and then I twisted it back out a little bit, and then in a little further, and then out a little bit, then in a little bit further, all the way until they were fully in. And they came out real nice. It was kind of a Christmas project. I can't remember exactly whether it was on Christmas Eve or day or before that, but it was sort of in my Christmas time that I had nothing else to do. I've found that to make it playable, by reading online, I learned this eraser idea. This is just kind of an old eraser. I spent a bunch of time just during the last snowstorm kind of like looking through all of my things, because I thought I had like a couple of these brand new, and I need like one more to go clear across the strings, and I did. I actually had two. So I have those kind of waiting with my tools and parts to, when I get the strings on, I think it's going to have eraser all the way across there to support the strings. It comes out with pretty nice spacing there, you'll see. It's just about right, I think. The action, I guess you call this. So anyway, that's about it on the Franciscan parlor guitar, I guess you'd call it. I actually cleaned that before. I always like, when I play them, then I'll kind of take a paper towel, take this type of thing, a brand new one, and I'll kind of crumple it up and get it all real soft, and then I'll like clean it real carefully, get all my finger, dirt and road dirt off and that kind of thing. Even when I play inside here, I make a habit of doing that. It seems to kind of distribute even the old varnish around from places that doesn't, has it, to places that doesn't have it, and so on. So finally, I have, I guess, 3 songs that I'm going to try to cram in, but not sort of in the conventional sense. I'm kind of reading them to you. I wrote 3 songs just lately, and there, 2 of them are New Year's themed. One is New Year's Eve, the other one is New Year's Day, and then there's one that came afterwards that maybe is kind of a little more Valentine's Day-ish. So here it is. I have a tambourine to kind of like give a little beat for you. New Year's Eve. I'm trying to sing happy songs, but I'm living a tormented life. I'm trying to get things done, but only finding strife. The world is not for me anymore these days. I've got my work plus work to end these forays. New Year's Eve seems a spell. Even in the past it's left me not so well. It's a spirit of a different kind, one that's like war, always on your mind. Turn the page here, that's why it's not a performance. Maybe it's better just to go to sleep, hang out in the flock like a scared sheep. Wait until the new year has arrived and all that is evil has already jived. New Year's Eve seems a spell. Even in the past it's left me not so well. So in a spirit of a different kind, that's like war always on your mind. This is a happy song. Babe, it's supposed to be, New Year's Eve seems a spell. Even in the past it's left me not so well. It's a spirit of a different kind, one that's like war, always on your mind. Maybe you haven't experienced it yet. Maybe it doesn't come to a person who owns a jet. But I'm singing this song because I've been impacted. So I'm doing this after I've retracted. New Year's Eve seems a spell. even in the past it's left me not so well. It's a spirit of a different kind, like war, it's always on your mind. So this is a happy song, one of New Year's Eve. Maybe New Year's Eve seems a spell, even in the past it's left me not so well. It's a spirit of a different kind, one that's like war, it's always on your mind. And then, so this is a happy song, one of New Year's Eve, like Halloween, guessing what's up one's sleeve, written actually the day before it, displaced from where I want, so here I sit. New Year's Eve seems a spell, even in the past it's left me not so well. It's a spirit of a different kind, one that's like war, always on your mind. So this is a happy song, one of New Year's Eve. This is a happy song to you. All right, so that's New Year's Eve. That's a mouthful. I bet that's going to be kind of truncated a little bit. Anyway, New Year's Day, they get better, I think, as I'm trying to kind of like get rid of the rhyming a little bit. It's New Year's Eve, no, it's New Year's, and I tried to pave the way to doing what it takes to make your day. I had lots and lots of choices, but had trouble sorting out the voices. I tried to take the higher road, the one that makes one less of a toad, one of more machine, the other of more routine. New Year's Day is such a foray, it comes up and smacks you in a hurry. It is one that is said to be the same, but comes on to you like a flame. Hard to say which way is right, comes on you an effervescent sprite. I broke a routine just for you, and couldn't have had you if my routine went through. New Year's Day seems such a foray, comes up and smacks you in a hurry. It's one that is said to be the same, but comes on to you like a flame. You can't hurry, love, babe. New Year's Day is such a foray, comes up and smacks you in a hurry. It is one that is said to be the same, but comes up on you like a flame. Narrow gates are the way, breaking routine can save the day. New Year's Day is no exception. Someday we'll have our reception. All right, so that's New Year's Day today is the title of that song. And finally, I think this is maybe the best one, and probably the easiest one to remember. It's kind of more Valentine's Day-ish. It's called The Axe and the Anvil. And I think it's a little bit less repetitive, so don't go away. This is the story of the axe and the anvil. The axe and the anvil. The one that stuck to the other like glue and takes tremendous strength to remove. There is a fable of the axe and the anvil, for I am sure I remember it. And when I reflect on why I missed you, it is because I could not remove your axe from your anvil. I tried to make maybe like no other. This is where I got the vision of. I died, maybe this is when I thrived. Love was just not meant to be. The axe and the anvil, stuck together like weld. Can the two even come apart? The heart can be under lock and key. This is the story of the axe and the anvil. The axe and the anvil, the one that stuck to the other like glue, that takes tremendous strength to remove. All right, so thank you, everybody. You're still with me. Thanks for being such a fan. Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.